Hi, I'm Glenn, the instructor here. This is my email address. That is a good way to reach me if you need help with the course. This is my phone number. It's good to send text messages to this phone number if you need my help pretty fast and I'm not responding to your email. This is the section that we are in for the lecture. It's online. We do not meet for that. This is the section we are in for the lab, which is not online. We meet on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at these times, 8:40 to 12:15 p.m. in this room. It's a lab room, 312, and it's in building number G5. It's on the third floor. Just take the elevator. This is Chem 65. If you are going to be a nurse, I suggest you take Chem 51 instead. Chem 51 covers more of the chemistry that is related to the human body. Chem 65 covers the chemistry that is related to Chem 101. Chem 65 is meant for people who are going to take Chem 101. There is some math in Chem 65. There's a lot of math in Chem 65, so it's important to have the skills from these two math courses, Math 115 and Math 125. Here are the student learning outcomes, which you can read on your own. This is a very fast course because it's in the winter, so we're going to cover a lot of stuff really fast, far beyond these official learning outcomes. You need safety glasses for this course. I will bring safety glasses for you, and you can use mine. I really recommend that you get your own, though, if you're going to take other chemistry courses or any science courses in college. You're going to need safety glasses. You need a scientific calculator for this course. When you take exams, you're not allowed to use your phone, and you're not allowed to use a graphing calculator. You must have an ordinary scientific calculator. This is our textbook. You do not need to buy it, but this is what I will be using to guide you through the course material. I will also use some material from this book and also from this book. You do not need to buy any of these books. This last book is something that is freely available online to anybody. It's also available on the Kindle to anybody, and it's something that I like to use for the variety of problems that they have there. If you need tutoring, Chem 65 tutors are available in the Learning Center, and there is its room number right there. If you have a disability and you need extra time on an exam, please go to the disability office or call them at this phone number, and they will make arrangements. They'll give you a form, which you will give to me, and then I will give your exams to them, and they will proctor your exams in their office, not with the rest of us. You need to come to every single lab session. If you miss a lab session, you will not get any points for any of the work related to the lab, which would include the post-lab calculations and other problem-solving features that are related to the lab. You must also come to the lab on time. If you come to the lab more than 30 minutes late, I will not allow you to do the lab work. I'll just have you go home and come to the next lab. And the reason for that is 30 minutes into the lab, you will have missed safety remarks that I make at the beginning, and you may do something that is unsafe, or you may proceed with your lab work in an incorrect manner. Also, your lab partner will probably have completed much of the work without you, so that is not fair to the lab partner if you are allowed to stay and get all the points when you come 30 minutes late. If you come 5 minutes late, I don't mind, that is okay, but 30 minutes I will not let you enter the lab. If you come something like 10 minutes late, I will take off a point from your lab attendance grade, but you can still do the rest of the lab work. That is okay. Now, let's see. It says here 3 late marks will be counted as 1 absence. These late marks would be something where you are more than 10 minutes late. This is not something that I ordinarily enforce very well because the lab day is very busy and it's hard for me to enforce this. But what I do enforce very well is the 30-minute rule. If you come 30 minutes late or more, I'm not going to let you in. Please don't cheat. Thank you. Appropriate behavior. It's important to be respectful to your classmates. This is an online course, so if you have to interact with someone online, it's important to remember that they cannot see your face, so you have to make sure that the words that you use are polite and respectful. There are some more rules in here that you should read about being polite online. It's important to realize that the exams that I give include things that you should learn in the lab. Not just a lecture, but also the lab. I have not posted the exam dates yet, but they will be. I will post them soon, and you will see them in the course syllabus, which is this document right here. You'll notice this is a Google Doc, so as I make changes, you will see them immediately. In the lab, I will be your lab instructor. I will identify. I am identifying your requirements right now. All right. So let me just take this sentence out. You do have to complete and pass the lab portion to pass the class. If you don't complete the lab portion, you can't pass the class. You have to do all the labs. Really, the lab is the more important part of the course than the lecture, because it's when you mix chemicals and use all the tools that you can understand what chemistry is about. If you just do the calculations and learn the ideas from the online lectures or from the textbook, you only have a partial idea of what chemistry is about. So the labs are very important. Here is how I calculate your grade. Your grade, I don't calculate it myself. It just happens on Canvas. So anytime you see your grade on Canvas, that is your current grade in the course. I do not give A plus or A minus. I only give A, B, C, D, and F. And this is the schedule of the topics that we will do in the online lectures. And here, these are the textbook sections. Now, I have shown you 3 textbooks that I like to use. These section numbers are only from the first, our main textbook, the one by Revell. Okay? It has a picture of a solar panel on the front cover of it. This is the schedule of lab work. Now, the lab work is prepared by 2 people before we go to the lab. The 2 people are Gary and Jorge. They work hard to prepare all of our lab materials, so it's very important to be polite to them if you see them and to thank them. It's also very important to use the materials carefully. If you waste materials, that's more work for them, and they might not be able to give us extra. Also, if you miss a lab, they might not be able to prepare all those materials again for you to do on a different day, so please do not miss a lab day. And that's it for the syllabus. I'm going to take you to the Canvas over here. This is our Canvas. I haven't published it yet. When you go to the Canvas, I want you to see something with the grades. When you see your grades, you have the ability to put a number in for any grade, so that you could see what happens to your grade if you get a certain score. So, for example, if I put a quiz in the Canvas and you want to know what your grade would have been if you had done poorly on the quiz, you can click on your quiz grade and then put in any number you want, a 0, a 5, a 10, 100, and you can put any number you want, and Canvas will tell you the grade that you would have if you got that score on the quiz. So there is no need to ask me what your grade would be if you do poorly on the final exam, or what your grade would be if you miss some lab report that was due and you didn't turn it in on time. There's no need to ask. You can just you can just put in some imaginary score on Canvas anytime you want, and Canvas will tell you. That only works on the computer. Canvas will not do that on your phone. It's only when you use Canvas on the computer that you can put in imaginary grades to see what would happen to your total grade. And that is all. Thank you.